No.
No.
Test now.
Testing from a distance.
Merry Christmas. 1st of December. Did everyone have a chocolate today?
No, not yet.
No?
Got it at home.
No, not
Got it
yet.
at home.
We've got work calendars, Joe.
Really? Fucking hell.
Yeah, we get
Work
them every
fights
year.
your calendar.
Yeah, we did get one for you. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I really did forget about that.
Yeah.
We are
Were
rolling.
you in yesterday?
So we can. What?
Were you in yesterday? We got chocolate
No.
coins as well.
No, really?
Yeah,
I hope someone hasn't jacked them from my desk.
They definitely have.
Yeah, definitely. So we're rolling.
Holy Bible is right, Lord. Yeah. Keep telling you, I say the Holy Bible is, you know that.
Oh,
good.
Are we rolling? How long for?
The last
That
hour.
whole chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
the last
fantastic.
It's alright, we can maybe cut it out.
Yeah, I think we probably will.
Maybe
We can
not.
maybe even like pick a starting point that isn't now.
Do we have to put our phones on silent? Is that
Yeah,
the
I
thing
guess
we actually
so.
need to do? To be fair.
Not really on
thought about
vibrate
that.
anyway.
Glad I got a text just before
Yeah.
we started.
Yeah, that'd have been outrageous.
We won't put this whole bit in. Just be really confusing.
Background.
Especially if they've not listened to the other episodes and they just come into this thing,
Yeah.
it's a Bible thing. And we're
Dive
just
into
like,
episode 5.
yeah.
This
I
is
mean-
episode 5.
Is it episode 5 or 4?
This is episode 4. Well, we don't know.
Would we
don't
cut
know.
it? I don't know.
We don't know. It might be episode 8. We might
Good if
cut
it was
all in
episode
half, but-
5, because that means we were ahead.
Yeah, we still got quite far to go.
Now we're making good headway. We're on 13 pages
Page
through.
13. Yeah.
Don't look at the next bit.
Bit of page 13.
Yeah,
That's all you need
just
to know.
page 13.
That's all you need to know.
All right, Bible fans, we're back for Genesis 5.
Genesis 5. Do we want to recap at all or go for some Bible stats or anything like that? Or should we just get straight into it?
Let's
mean,
go Bible stats maybe. Let's hit
Bible
with
stats.
a Bible stat. How many Bibles sold in the US today?
14,00003.
And in the UK?
None.
None. Wow. Okay.
It's a
Slow day
weird
for the
day.
UK.
It's a really weird day for Bible sales in the UK.
Nice.
Don't know what happened.
Christmas.
It's nearly Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nearly
I
Christmas.
suppose the Black Friday Bible deals are all
Yeah.
sort of like finished now. So who's going to be buying Bibles? Not the
People-
price savvy, that's for sure.
No, absolutely not. No. People stop thinking about, Bibles and start thinking about, more consumerist items, I guess.
Socks.
Socks, jumpers,
Not
coal, tangerines, all those classic
All the
Christmas
usual
items.
Christmas stuff,
yeah.
Any Bible news? Anything new that you've heard of?
No.
Bible news.
No. I didn't know we had to look for Bible news in between.
Well, I mean, we don't like we don't like, well, I can't speak. We don't like for you to research stuff, but
Okay.
if we all know how much we all love Bibles, so you might have heard something.
Yeah.
You might have,
You think the Bible news might find you?
You think?
You think that's the way it would go down,
yeah.
rather than you having to look for it.
Yeah. No Bible news.
No.
Okay.
As I said off mic earlier, I did research what a cherubium is, and it's just a cherub, but it's not the traditional cherub that we know. It's like a 5-headed half animal demigod type thing.
Bloody hell, that is quite different to a cherub.
Yeah. I think we've, just fucking pussified it to make for the sensitive souls. But yeah, that's the thing that would be guarding the Garden of Eden with the flaming sword.
How big is it? Is it like baby sized
Yeah.
or?
I like to think that it grows and shrinks to what you're afraid of.
So if you're afraid of like
Okay.
really little
Yeah.
cherubs,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it'll be
That's what
really
you say.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, but that's just my theory.
Okay, well that sort of leads us into the recap as well. Because
Yeah.
last week we did try to get into the Garden of Eden, but of course there was a big flaming sword
Yeah. And a cherubium.
and a cherubim.
Cherubium?
Cherubim? That sounds like Caribbean, but cherubim.
I'm just imagining a 5-headed half animal, half Rasta type creature. Blazing sword, one of those ridiculous fucking Rasta beanie hats on their heads.
Oh god, you know my worst fear.
So what do we have previously? Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay.
We like the musical section at the end of the last
We
episode.
did, yeah, we
That
did.
was-
First time
we might
listening
cut
to
that
Avenged
out, actually.
Sevenfold, probably the last time I listened to them as well.
We started the band Avenged 7 and 70-fold. 70 and
17
7-fold.
Sevenfold,
Yeah, that was a line, wasn't it? It was
So
a great
look out-
line.
Look out for them.
If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech,
Yeah.
70 and
Lamech.
sevenfold. Lamech, oh, we did forget about
Oh
that.
yeah,
I forgot about
yeah.
that.
So how many names can we remember?
Oh, fuck all.
Cain and Abel.
Fuck all.
Yeah.
Cain and Abel,
Cain and Abel.
God.
That was
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, the
That's
Cain
all
and
I
Abel
can
stuff
remember.
that completely overshadowed everything else that
Yeah.
happened last time.
There was that bloke who made, I think, maybe music or instruments.
Oh, bloody hell,
what was
that
his
guy
name?
amazing.
Oh,
Huge
man.
fan of him.
It began with J. Jabal.
Jabal?
Yeah.
Jabal.
Yeah, the father of all such as handle the harp and organ.
Yeah, Jubal,
Good old Jubal.
fave character.
Yeah, he was great.
It is good.
He was really good. I hope he comes back. later.
Yeah, I mean, last week we thought people were going to disappear and never come back again, and then
Yeah.
fucking, who came back?
Adam and Eve did
Adam
that.
and
I
Eve,
think.
yeah.
Had like a third
Adam,
son.
the man himself came
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Plot twist.
Seth.
Yeah,
we thought he was gone. They
Yeah.
just sort of brushed past him, didn't they?
he
But
knew
they
his
just-
wife
they
again.
came back.
She bore a son.
Oh, he
She
knew
Yeah,
his
she
wife.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he did.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I can't really remember too much. so-
Cain killing Abel. That is like the biggest thing.
was a shocker.
Like just out of nowhere,
Yeah.
comes at him,
Yeah.
and yeah,
No
That's
reasoning
it.
for the death, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
hit me by surprise.
Yeah. Considering it's such a famous story of brother versus brother, it was a pretty fucking minor slight. What did he do? I think God just loved Abel more, and Cain was like, well, fuck this guy, and slammed him in
That
the
is
rock.
harsh.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
really
that
harsh.
sounds
Harsh
very
of God, I mean, like to bestow.
He's not
more
been all
love.
that nice so far. He's not been.
He actually hasn't,
not
has
been
he?
that cheery, really. I mean, the people that he's smited haven't really done too much.
No.
We've seen that from God.
Petty God. Very petty God.
Petty God. That's a good little a good little thing. I don't know what kind of thing, but petty God, like
Be a good
it's
band.
yeah, the rival band of
Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, 70 and 7-fold. Petty God.
Right at the end of the last bit, so the end of Genesis 4, we've pretty much got the humanity at that point. There's been enough people and different groups and stuff. I mean, they've all come from Adam and Eve. Do you remember that bit? You look
Yeah.
very confused.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember back. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's, Adam and Eve obviously started. They had some kids. Those kids banged. Which is a bit weird. Those kids then banged some other,
There are people
family.
drawn in from other families, definitely. There's like, so it talks about wives and stuff like that, and not where they came from. Like, I don't know if they just
Oh.
came out of nowhere.
But
Not sure.
don't they all come from Adam and Eve?
I thought so.
Do they really?
Yeah. We've talked about this before. It's just a whole bag of incest at this point.
Oh, okay. I suppose there's no other way it could be.
No.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can
Bag of
remember from
incest.
last time.
Yeah.
I think we know where we're at.
I think so.
We've
Pretty
caught up
much
on the
there.
Bible.
Yeah.
Those at home know where we're at. I feel
Yeah,
they probably know
they're
where we're at
following
more than we do, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if they're following along at the rate that we're reading it, then they've probably finished
Yeah.
the Bible by now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, follow along at home.
Let's crack on.
Yeah. Page 13.
Page 13.
Who wants to start us off this week then?
Starts off.
Yeah.
Go in the same order.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
past
sure.
Dutch upon the right for some reason again. Right, where are we at right now? Genesis 5. The descendants of Adam. 1. This is the book of generation. Oh, here we go. Fucking hell, straight away. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Genesis 5:2. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they were created. Genesis 5:3. And Adam lived 130 years and begat. Whoa!
Hold on.
That's 102
years.
So humans back in the day were not immortal, but
Bloody old.
a long
Just
fucking
kept
time.
going. Yeah.
Was Adam a vampire?
Might be the diet.
Yeah, I guess.
Garden of Eden.
I guess so.
Probably
yeah.
got some good food in
He
there.
munched that fucking forbidden apple. There's a reason it was forbidden.
Yeah.
Because it begates long life.
Yeah, they said that, didn't they? So yeah, Adam's 130 years old.
I wonder if Eve.
Bloody
I
hell.
wonder what happened to Eve.
Well,
It's interesting how
Hold on
it's,
to your socks, Nathaniel. You might find out.
it's interesting how it's the descendants of Adam, not the descendants of Adam and Eve. Just from day dot, we just had anti-women shit all over the fucking place, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, it's always been about.
Yeah.
Genesis 5:3, and Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called him Seth. We've already done this, haven't we?
No, we haven't.
No,
but
no.
it feels like we have.
It feels like
No,
we have.
we've just
They're
met
just
Seth before.
They're repeating
That's it.
shit, basically.
And he begat a son in his own likeness, after his own image, and called him Seth.
Because
Like,
we
we've
definitely
done this.
didn't. No, we definitely didn't know that he lived this
Like,
many years.
Are we
No,
sure?
that's true. No, I think you are true. I think you are right. But
Well-
we've had that sentence before, and he begat a son in
Scroll
his
down-
own likeness,
Maybe
after his
scroll
image.
down a little bit. We'll just double check.
Guys, if we've already done this, I am so sorry.
Oh my god, I think
No,
we've.
no,
I think we have.
No, we haven't.
sure?
We've never run that
this?
before.
No, we haven't.
Enos we've heard of before, but like, yeah.
I don't know.
Have you listened
I'm not sure.
back to it before?
Well, I tried to a minute ago, but
It's long.
yeah, we haven't
long,
done
innit?
this.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we haven't.
Keep going
Nah,
down.
it's fine.
Keep going down.
We don't want spoilers though.
I mean, it's just people living for loads of years and then dying.
I mean, that is pretty much the Bible, but we still don't want to spoil it. Yeah, we haven't done
no,
this.
we haven't done that.
We haven't
No,
done this.
definitely.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Right, okay.
Alright, sorry
Here
for
we go.
that. Sorry for
Bloody
that,
hell.
everybody. Guys.
We just needed to, recap the future. Right, okay. Genesis 5:4. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years,
Whoa.
and he begat sons and daughters.
800
Bloody
years.
hell! So he lived for so he was 130 before he had his son Seth, and then 800 years later, he started having more children.
So Adam was a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pwah. Genesis 5:5. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died.
Wow.
930 years. That is pretty crazy. It's weird how it's all round numbers.
Conspiracy.
Genesis 5:6. And Seth lived 105 years and begat Enos.
We've heard of Enos, haven't we?
We have heard of Enos before, yeah. So it's just giving us a bit of a time frame, bit of
Okay, it is just recapping some
A
stuff.
Bible timeline, if you will.
yeah.
We've actually moaned about this before, that the fact that the Bible doesn't give any context to time.
Yeah.
That's
Now
true.
doing it
Yeah,
now.
that's true.
It is
Yeah.
catching
Yeah.
up on that sin, and
Yeah.
it's doing it.
It's like when you watch a TV show and you're like, what the fuck aren't they explaining that? And then they do. It is, yeah. It's all about patience, guys.
Little thing called
Patience
exposition.
is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. How many lines are we doing each?
3?
3 verses.
Okay. Genesis 5:7. And Seth lived after he begat Enos 807 years and begat sons and daughters. Genesis 5:8. And all the days of Seth were 912 years and he died. Genesis 5:9. And Enos lived 90 years and begat Canaan.
The Barbarian?
Canaan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
At last
same
he makes
guy?
an appearance.
Is that the same guy?
Yeah.
It's got to
Cool.
be.
Arnie. Arnie
We're
in
only
the Bible.
14 pages in and Arnie's already made an appearance.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about that. Genesis 5:10. And Enos lived after he begat Canaan 815 years and begat sons and daughters. Genesis 5:11. And all of the days of Enos were 905 years and he died. Genesis 5:12. And Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel.
That was a really, really good rendition of that, to be fair. I was like, he's going to stumble on that word. But halalil.
I'm going to leave it at
That's
that.
pretty spot on.
I'm not going to redo that. I think I've got that. Obviously, you guys are reading at home, so you can see the word that I just read out. And
There's no point us spelling it Mahalaleel.
Hell of a word, though, isn't it? Hell of
Great
a word. What would you shorten that to if you were like...
Nah.
Oh my god. Imagine being that kid at school. Hey, man! Man! That poor bully bastard.
Genesis 5:13. And Canaan lived after he begat Melelil 840 years and begat sons and daughters. Genesis 5:14. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. Genesis 5:15. And Melelil lived 65 years and begat Jared.
Genesis 5:16. And Mahalalel lived after he begat Jared.
That's an easy name.
I know. 830 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalalel.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Genesis
Schoolboy
17.
error.
I know. Just riding on the wave of Mahalalel.
It rolls off the tongue.
Genesis 5:17. And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years and he died. Thank God. Genesis 5:18. And Jared lived 162 years and he begat Enoch.
What's with all this stunted numbers thing going on with like 60 and 5?
Yeah.
That's the old way of saying numbers
Oh,
back in the day.
okay.
Yeah.
Is that real? Or
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
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 Genesis 5:19. And Jared lived after he begat Enoch 800 years and begat sons and... Oh. Okay. And begat sons and daughters. I'm just going to stop there, that's fine. Genesis 5:20. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. Genesis 5:21. And Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah.
That is a great name.
That's a great
I've
name.
heard that name before.
Yeah, I think we had
Methuselah.
him.
Yeah, Methuselah.
Good old chapter 4.
Is that where I've heard it?
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
gotta be.
nowhere else.
Yeah, we've heard all these names before, I think,
Yeah.
in earlier bits. Genesis 5:22. And Enoch walked with God after he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters. So none of them have walked with God.
Apart from
until Enoch.
Why did Enoch walk with God?
They were sort of like pals, mates.
But
He's
just trying to
jealous.
catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genesis 5:23. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. Genesis 5:24. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. So he was like way shorter time. Way shorter time. So chilling with God for not that long, and then God takes
took
him. So what, like,
To be an angel?
Maybe.
could be, to be fair. That's a pretty good observation.
If there's one thing we've learned is that these characters do pop back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as God didn't know him.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'd hate for that to pop up at some point. Genesis 5:25. And Methuselah lived 187 years and begat Lamech. Genesis 5:26. And Methuselah lived after he begat Lamech 782 years and begat sons and daughters. Genesis 5:27. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died.
I'm liking how long they're living. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I wonder what happened to stop men living this long.
Yeah. Maybe we do find out. That might be what. Well, no, I don't want to spoil anything. Actually, Just gonna,
You haven't read the end, have you?
no. I mean, it's kind of in culture. Some of the Bible. I don't know if you've heard it. Being talked about, and shown in
bits of it.
films, things like that. I've always tried to avoid it until this point.
Yeah.
But
Once you read it,
it's
get
about-
your own views, your own attitudes about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With 2 other friends
I,
and laughing a little bit.
I'm actually fairly unfamiliar with the Old Testament. I always thought Samson and Delilah, the Old Testament, was that like a myth?
Isn't that a
Greeks?
Beatles album?
Is that? Is it? Is that an ancient Greek? See, this is the thing. Like it all blends into one.
Yeah, I don't think Samson was. Yeah, I think Samson was Greek.
Yeah, not a Bible. I was going to say Basher then. Huh?
Hey, well, I'm not that yet.
Yeah, I know quite a bit of Greek mythology.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much Old Testament at all, I don't think.
I know Noah.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
Hey.
You might have seen his name pop up in a minute. Right, Genesis 5:28. And Lamech lived 180 and 2 years and begat a son. Genesis 6:29. And he called his son.
It's not 6. No.
Oh, it's 5 in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just confusing pages.
Genesis 5:29. And he called his son Noah. Brackets. Rest or comfort. Unbracket.
That's what Noah means.
Saying, this same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our lands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed.
Mate, it was hands.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Yeah.
Where?
When you said lands.
Okay.
It's okay.
Genesis
a hard word.
5:29. And he called his name Noah,
H does look like an L.
saying, this
Can't
same
read.
shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands,
Good
because
job.
of the ground which the Lord hath cursed.
Yeah, Jonas and God stars.
Genesis 5. Genesis 5:30. And Lamech lived after he begat Noah 590 and 5 years, and begat sons and daughters. Whew. Noah's about.
That was in.
Oh my
Noah's
God,
about.
he is.
Yeah.
That was a
Wow.
great intro as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just all of your parents and the ages they died at.
God.
Genesis 5:31. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. That is a good number. 770 and 7. Nice.
Do you reckon that's
Genesis.
a tool link to Avenged Sevenfold?
It's the cover of the cover band.
It's all linked. The cover of the cover band.
Genesis 5:32. And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Or Japheth. Japheth.
They're all living so bloody old. I mean,
Yeah.
Noah's 500 years old by the time he's even having kids.
Oh, that, eh? The
Guys,
wick.
a new chapter is upon us.
Yeah, we smashed through that one.
Yeah.
That was really good.
There wasn't really much to it, was it?
No, that was a really short
People
one.
living really long time.
A load of people died.
Yeah.
So many people died.
Yeah.
What do you think they were doing all that time?
Which fucking clearly, like, sons and daughters being begat everywhere, knowing each other. Really fucked, but there we go. I guess that. I guess that all leads to chapter 6 and the wickedness of mankind.
Holy Bible is right down. Keep telling you, I say the Holy Bible is, you know that.
Bibblers, thanks for listening. Really appreciate it. You've just got through episode 5. That means you're 5 hours, weeks, or months through the Bible. There's not much to go. Thanks for tuning in. Join us next Wednesday. We're coming back for more.